Joining me now, former Republican congressman from Georgia, Jack Kingston. He's now senior advisor to the Trump campaign. Jack, great to have you with us. We appreciate it. And here we go again. A late night, early morning, however you want to describe it, overnight tweet from Mr. Trump, and he gives his opponent a lot of ammunition and fuel to work with.
Well, you know, Lou, I think that when you push Donald Trump, he shows he's going to push back. And I think it's important for people to realize, as compared to the current president who gets pushed around, gets humiliated 2 weeks ago in China, and then what does he do in retaliation? I guess he goes to Laos and calls Americans lazy. But the reality is, I think what Donald Trump just said, and you close with it, was he's out, he's got the stamina, he's awake. You know, being on Twitter is not a big lift. He was in Michigan today. He was in New Hampshire yesterday. He hits the campaign trail hard every single day. He does have stamina. You know, we're still trying to figure out where Hillary Clinton was the night of Benghazi, because we keep hearing, well, I was there, I wasn't there, and I've been in the war rooms before. But, you know, when it's not convenient for her to admit she was in the war room, right, then she says she wasn't there. So,
you know, there's no question,
he's a guy with
Jack,
a lot of energy.
There's no question that he's going to be there. He is strong, has stamina. He has a greater force. I mean, he's a force of nature, in point of fact. I talk about a strong personality. That's an understatement. But there is a sense of proportionality here. There is constraint at issue here. There is, no matter how much the Trump campaign wants to deny it, there has to be the exhibited and manifest, without question, temperament to be president of the United States, knowing what is proportionate, knowing how to make that judgment, and how to not give your enemy any kind of advantage whatsoever in whether it's a retort or a reaction. Would you not agree?
Well, you know, I think what happens is...
That's a no or a yes?
Well, when you come from the private sector, I agree with you, but when you come from the private sector, you're just not used to people attacking you, and then those very people being given credibility, because this is not a credible witness at all. This is a woman who signed a contract that said you have to have a certain weight.
Yeah, you know what, honestly, Jack, I don't even want to talk about her. I mean, the fact is, if the surrogates want to talk about her, I get it. But Donald Trump talking about it, I don't think his most ardent supporters, and I am certainly among them, don't want to hear it from him. I want the issues that has gotten him here. I want his, if he's going to exhibit his personality, that force of nature, I want it against the opponents, the ideologies and the nonsense that is constraining the potential of this great country. He's been brilliant on it. Send out Jack Kingston to talk about the doggone Miss Universe if you want to, but what the heck are we doing here?
Well, you know, I think if you look at what he said today in Michigan, 80,000 jobs left after NAFTA and losing the manufacturing
performance
base.
There, no question about it.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking to the right people in the right state to do that. And as you know, one of the things that's really revealing about the poll that you just mentioned is on independent voters, he's 41%, she's 29%, and that number has held steady. And so maybe traditional political followers might say, well, Hillary did better in the debate. Independent voters did not move. They're still critical in those states, the swing states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Colorado.
Yeah. Here's the deal, and I think that's what you're getting to is, no matter what, he is the guy that the American people want. Don't give them an excuse not to get you. And that is where guys, by the way, Jack Kingston, I'm telling you right now, how long were you in Congress? 20 years?
22.
22 years. You're the guy I want to talk to as a surrogate from Donald Trump about any number of issues that is, well, frankly, it's not center point for him. He has got to maintain the elevated, the lofty, the critically important, and you all take care of the other. Whatever he and the campaign is, talk to you about, assign you. But it's, I just, and I love the fact that you're out on the campaign trail for him. He picked a doggone good surrogate in you.
Lou, I appreciate that. And I think the one point that he, more than one point that he scored, and scored it abundantly in the debate, was that, Hillary, you've had 30 years to do all these great, wonderful things, but you haven't done it. We need change. And if the American people believe in this economy with its anemic recovery and 94 million people underemployed or underemployed and 43 million people on food stamps and household income falling from $57,000 to $53,000, then, you know, you want a third term of Hillary Clinton. But if you want change and you want a robust economy, Donald Trump is the candidate.
You know what else I think was a critically important point that he made there, and he does in every one of his appearances? You know, we're so used to being inundated by the first person singular. I, me, my, from Barack Obama. And when Donald Trump is talking, he's talking about us, ours.
He is.
We. And you know what? The American people are going to react to that, and they're loving it, and it may not even be something that some people are conscious of, but it just feels so good to see that change in direction for our country. Congressman, it is always good to see you. Jack Kingston.
All right, Lou, thanks a lot. See you at the next debate.
You got a deal.